On May 31, 1962, Israeli police interrogator Mickey Goldman was among the officials who walked Eichmann to his place of execution in Ramle prison. Eichmann was hanged, his body cremated, his remains scattered in the Mediterranean.
אחר כך חזרנו, השמש התחילה לזרוח, ראינו דייגים שחוזרים מהדייג, ירדנו מהספינה, קבוצת העובדים שעמדה במזח קיבלה אותנו בתשואות, הביננו שהשמועה, הידיעה כבר פשטה בארץ, ראיתי את החיים נמשכים. יום חדש במדינתי, אדם חופשי, יהודי חופשי, הלילה שלא אשכח אותו הסתיים, ואנחנו תלינו בסך הכל רק רוצח אחד. אי אפשר היה לתלות אותו 6 מיליון פעמים.
Many Holocaust survivors in Israel and around the world felt a heavy weight had been lifted from their souls. They were no longer victims, but rather empowered men and women claiming ownership of their future and their past. The horror stories from the death camps were no longer secrets buried beneath shame and guilt. A deeper understanding of the Holocaust became a living part not only of Israeli and Jewish identity, but of the world's conscience. Now, decades later, survivors' testimonies are documented and widely accessible. Every year, hundreds of thousands from around the globe visit the death camps to learn about the horrific events that took place there. Perhaps most striking was the change in attitude in Germany.
There were teachers who called us. Many of them wanted to bring details of the Holocaust before the schools to tell them about it, but they were never given encouragement. The parents who were Nazis certainly didn't want the children to know about it, but even the ones who were not Nazis, they didn't want the children to come home and ask them, why didn't you do anything against it? Why didn't you demonstrate against it? I also spoke to German prosecutors. Many of them said we wanted to bring trials, especially in the ones in the death camps. But we were never given budgets, we were not given encouragement. But then the trial started. For 3 months, every evening, for hours, people heard about these things, and then they couldn't stand anymore before the teachers who wanted to bring it into the schools and before the prosecutors.
Broader questions about how the Nazis could have been so utterly inhumane arose. Hannah Arendt, a German Jewish-American philosopher who covered the Eichmann trial for the New Yorker magazine, coined the phrase banality of evil. Arendt suggested that seemingly ordinary human beings could behave like ruthless murderers when amoral societies encouraged them to do so. People were forced to come to terms with the fact that the crimes of the Holocaust were not necessarily perpetrated by psychopaths. Instead, they were more often the work of unexceptional human beings, neighbors, friends, the man or woman next door. For many around the world, Eichmann's trial was a revelation. Awareness of the horrors of the Holocaust and the willingness with which so many men and women submitted to its ideology spawned the conviction embodied in a single phrase: never again.